Hello everyone, so in today's video I'm going to be doing fan art of Veronica Sawyer from Heathers, and if you haven't seen the film or the musical, I highly recommend both of them. I think Heathers has got to be one of my favourite films and musicals, so that just goes to show I think it's amazing, and hopefully you guys will too, or if you know about it already, hopefully you agree. But Veronica, I think, is one of my favourite colours? One of my favourite characters, not one of my favourite colours. I've actually gone insane. She's one of my favourite characters, and so is JD, and I did want to draw both of them together, and I did actually originally start a drawing where they were like hugging, but I still need to work on anatomy a lot more. It was really hard. I couldn't get it to work, but if I am able to get it to work, I might make another video of Heather's fan art. But anatomy is very hard for me at the moment, and I've actually recently been to a lot of uni interviews, and all the interviews I went for, luckily I can say I got accepted into the universities, but the one criticism that they gave me through looking through my portfolio is that I do need to work on anatomy a lot more. Also drawing things that aren't people. So I do draw a lot of people, and I don't draw enough like animals or vehicles and buildings and stuff. I would like to draw more animals, but when it comes to buildings and like vehicles, I find it so boring. But it is something I need to work on, it's very true. But anyway, I'm going to talk more about Heathers now because I just love it. I think it's great. So for me to like a musical, I have to really love the songs, and I have to say I do really love the songs for this musical. Like, I've been singing it non-stop for the past month. I think my favourite songs from Heathers has got to be 17, Meant to Be Yours, and also Dead Girl Walking. They're my favourites. And if you guys have favourite songs from Heathers, let me know what your favourite ones are down below. And also, for the idea of this drawing, I set it in the scene where Veronica goes to meet Kurt and Ram in the woods, and I wanted it to look like, well, not like a photograph, not like photorealism, but I'm working on the colour theory aspect. So you may have noticed when I tried to get the skin colour, I mixed a regular skin colour I would use with a blue to get a kind of mix between the two, so we kind of end up with this desaturated skin colour. The reason I mixed it with blue is because this is set in like an open daylight scene, and I was just trying to reflect the impact of the blue on the sky, from the sky even, would have on her colours. And the photo references I was using for this scene, which I will put at the end of the video so you can see what I was going by, they seem to have like a blue tint to them, so I kind of tried to emulate that in my own drawing. And I was really happy with how it looked and how it all came together. When I actually went to draw the background at the end, I used the airbrush to give it like a blurry feel. I don't know if any of you guys use Photoshop or photo editors, but if you ever like blur a background or use a blur, there's something called Gaussian blur or Gaussian blur, I don't know how to pronounce it, but that was the kind of look that I was aiming for, and I think I achieved it quite well. So I tried to draw the woods behind her, and another reason why I made it blurry was so she would be the focus of the image, and I did also try some black backlighting. So that's why there's certain aspects of her hair that are really like light at the back, but you'll see that more towards the end of the drawing. But yeah, I'm kind of annoyed I didn't aim for a more interesting composition. It is kind of boring because she's just in the center of the frame, looking face on, quite a normal expression. I know that's something I need to work on, pushing expressions further and not being afraid to push them, like not being afraid to go really extreme with them. And I know that Lavender Town, in one of her videos, I can't remember what one, but she was talking, I think this was on her Skillshare video, but she was talking about how you can draw an expression and then, like for example like a shocked expression, and then draw the same expression next to it, but try and push it even further, and you'll find that it will look even better than like the first time you tried. So maybe I should have tried something like that, because I just need to work on expressions a lot more, because I get too like caught up in my comfort zone and I don't try and push things out of the box a bit more. So yeah, that's how that's going. And for example, my style as well in this has, like, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's changed, but I feel like it is beginning to alter slightly. That is literally a synonym for changed. I don't know why I didn't want to say changed, but it's starting to get a little bit more different. I think the eyes are getting bigger, maybe the mouths are getting a bit smaller, and I'm kind of, even though I'm doing a painterly technique, I do like to keep very subtle line art in still. I do tend to work back line work in some areas because I'm beginning to like how it looks. But everything I ever do really at the moment is kind of just me experimenting. I still haven't found a style that I do that I particularly like and want to stick with. Everything's always like a learning process, so yeah. But basically, my friend and I were watching Heather's, and he was like, it's basically just like Mean Girls but with murder. I was like, that's one way of describing it, I guess. But yeah, I just think it's a brilliant film. I really love it. And although, I mean, you can say that JD's relationship with Veronica is very problematic, especially towards the end. I think in the film, he at the end of it, they don't show any like kind of compassion towards each other at all. I don't think they really do still love each other, but in the musical it's completely different. It's like more romanticized, and they are still in love at the end. And the very last song is so sad. It makes me cry. Like the film made me cry as well, but the musical had me like bawling my eyes out. I'm really excited because I have my best friend coming around, and she's going to be marathoning the whole film and the musical with me and listening to the soundtrack, because she's never seen it before and she's never even listened to the musical soundtrack. So I'm really excited, and she's the person that got me into Hamilton, so now I'm excited because I'm going to get her into Heather's. But if you do like this drawing, and maybe you know some friends that like Heather's as well, then make sure you send it to them, because I'd like for lots of people to see. I want to know whether people like my Veronica drawing or not. I think I kept it true to her character. This is definitely way more based on the film version of Veronica, the Winona Ryder portrayal of her. I'm not in any way trying to make her look like Winona Ryder in this, because if so, I really don't think I managed to do that. But I'm just trying to I don't know, the best way I can describe what I've done is essentially trying to reimagine the character of Veronica if she was in like an animated film or something. I feel like that's the look I kind of went for. But I'm really proud of this drawing. I just wish I'd tried a bit more to push it and to push myself a lot harder, because I feel like I could have done if I tried. But that brings me on to my next point, which is in my next drawing Euro C's, I'm going to try so hard to make sure I get the characters looking even better than I've done in previous episodes. Like, I'm going to try difficult poses and backgrounds. I'm saying this now, I haven't even made the video yet, but I'm challenging myself to work even harder this time. So let's hope I stay true to my word on that. But yeah, drawing your OCs episode 10 will be coming out this Saturday. I might make it an extra special episode and choose 3 OCs. I know, right, guys? That's just crazy. 3 OCs. But I just feel like I want to celebrate because it's like a 10th episode, and I've been doing this for a while, so yeah. Also, if you hadn't realised by now, drawing your OCs is now a fortnightly thing rather than a weekly thing. But that's just because I didn't want to do too much drawing your OCs, and I wanted to fit in time for things like fan art, like I've done here. If you have any ideas for future Heather's fan art that I could do, like situations I could draw or anything like that, leave them down below, because I am always willing to draw Heather's fan arts because I love it. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week.